In today's video, I'm going over some of the best bump boards that you can get out on the market right now, where you can get them, why you would want one even if you're a bank fisherman, and exactly what a bump board is. So let's get into this video. If this is your first time channel, my name is Chris. This is Lifeoholics Fishing, where I'll be bringing you the best that the Northeast has to offer as far as fishing goes. Now, if you find value in that type of content, please consider subscribing. So today, we're talking about bump boards. What is a bump board? Why should you care? Why should you need one if you are a bank angler? And, you know, what's the point of them? So, real quick, I'm going to run down this model. Right here, this is a Ketch Karbonate Board. This is a 26-inch one. Now, I just bought it brand new from 5 Mountain Outfitters, and if you have not heard of 5 Mountain Outfitters in Shickshinny, Pennsylvania, I will have their link for the video I did on them up here in the scorecard. Go ahead, check out the video I did, and if you're in the Northeast PA area or anywhere near in Jersey or New York, get down there. Believe me, he has everything that you could possibly need and much more. Alright, so this board here is $29.99. As you see, I left the price on. I waited to open it until I did this video. Now, what is a bump board? A bump board is a measurement system that is used for most of the tournament bass anglers and the associations that are out there, KBF, even online tournaments via Tourney-X, if any of you've ever heard of that. That's pretty much a lot of you know, the big competitions and the big tournaments throughout the nation. They're all broadcasted on Tourney-X. Now, if you haven't heard of that, I will have it down in the link in the description below. Go ahead over, you can do your research on that some more. But more specifically, that's the reason why I wanted to do this video today. Because there's more and more online tournaments becoming available for kayak, boat, and bank. And that is a huge advantage for anglers like myself who are kind of stuck on the bank most of the time and only get out on the boat once in a while. Now, I do hope to get into kayak fishing this year, which is just another, you know, double up reason of why I wanted to get this one. But that's just for another time. So let's open this up and I'll show you what to expect when you get one of these. Alright, so I opened my bump board. Now, if you've never heard of Ketch, okay, this is exactly what the bump board looks like. You can see that these big edges are on the side here, and the way that you use this is when you catch a bass or, you know, whatever the fish that you might be, the game fish that you might be going for that day, whether it's a tournament or just, you know, out having fun, you and your friends, and you want a way of being able to compete with one another, you would take the fish, you would put its mouth right up against here, this is the bump part, and then you would measure out exactly how long it is. Now, there's, you know, plenty of ups, downs, positives and negatives, pros, cons to this method. I know a lot of people, even the elite Bassmaster classes out there, you'll see live all over, you know, the internet. You know, they use the weighing method, but that's kind of hard when you're out on a kayak and having to rely on a picture, especially a picture. There's so many ways to, you know, get around that. So this is how, you know, we are stuck with measuring and showing what we catch. Now, after opening this up, got an awesome sticker from Ketch. Now, Ketch makes a whole bunch of different boards. This one here is one of their new ones. Like I said, this is the Karbonate board. It's 26 inches, has the nice big side so that way you can put the fish right down here in the center. Has the numbers up along here. And, you know, there is some flaws to this we'll go over in a few, but if you haven't seen them, there are so many different bump boards that you can get from Ketch. Biggest thing right here, everyone likes this part, uncompromisingly American made. So they're an American made company, American made products right here in the US. You know, where can you go wrong with that? So let's get into some pros, cons on specifically. Now, this board, Ketch specifically, now like I said, I'll have their website and their other boards linked in the description below. They have a couple of aluminum ones. They have these options here that you see with these screws, so that way if you have a boat, you're able to, you know, zip this right down onto your deck anywhere you would like and always have it. Now, the way it works, once you put your fish on here, there's a specific way that you need to put the mouth up against the bump, and when you go and actually measure it. Once you have it perfectly on there, you have a number card that's on your hand, and you take a picture of it. Now, to demonstrate this, since I just got this today, obviously I didn't get out and catch any fish today to show you, and I'm also not a tournament angler, so I don't have any official pictures of some fish that I've caught. So I went to one of my fellow pro team members for Wicked Weights and Nikko fishing, Sean Augie. He's with Augie Outdoors, and if you have not heard of him, or if you're unaware of Augie Outdoors, everything will be linked in the description below, his Facebook and more. He's just starting to get into the world of YouTube. He is big into the KBF tournament series, especially out in Jersey. So yeah, definitely worth checking him out, and you should be watching him this year because I think he's going to make some big moves happen out there. So I hit him up today, messaged him, shot him a call, and said, hey, do you have any pictures of your fish that you have taken pictures of out in the tournaments that you've used? He said, absolutely. So here are these pictures there. This one is on a Ketch board, and as you see, there's the Nikko sticker, and this is an official picture that he used for one of his tournaments. Now, the other boards that are available out there, there's hog boards, and there's some other ones. There's only 3 official boards that you can use for these tournaments. Now, Ketch is number 1. The hog troughs, that's number 2, and the third one, I believe, is the Yak Attack one. Either way, everything will be linked in the description below. Why do they have official bump boards? Well, let's see. This one here, it's pretty sturdy. I can't really manipulate it in any way to show you, a way to cheat or, get around adding some inches in here. But on some other boards that might be really flimsy, or say you make your own and you just throw a name on there, that could be any measurement there. So how can you use that in a tournament and expect to win or be judged off of that when it's a homemade board? They can be in centimeters. So yeah, so they have their official ones, and like I said, there's all different kinds, aluminum, and there's even accessories for them, especially the aluminum ones that are really nice to have, especially if you're a tournament angler. Right here's a picture of one that is for the aluminum Ketch board. You put it on and it holds your card. Now you're probably thinking, well, Chris, what are those scorecards and what's those numbers here that you're seeing on people's hands and stuff like that? That is your entry number. Now, when you go and take a picture, or you're on TourneyX, or even if you're doing it against your friends, some of the paid online tournaments, actually almost all of them, require you to have an entry number, and that's what that is. You got a number, you put it on your hand, your ID, and that is so that way when you put your hand on the fish to hold it, they can see, okay, this is this person, and this is their entry for that day, as you saw with Sean Augie when one of his entries. So it's a somewhat debated system. There's some flaws, of course, well, just like with everything, but when you're just getting into it for online tournaments, it's definitely better than nothing, especially when you're doing it for charities and much more like we're going to be doing this upcoming summer. So real quick, before we get into more details on these Ketch boards, if you are finding value from this content and you are liking the video, please smash that like button. And if you're finding value from this content, please consider hitting that subscribe button with the little bell next to it, so that way you're notified of all my new videos when they come out. Also, in the comments below, tell me, have you ever heard of bump boards? Do you have a bump board? What kind of bump board do you have, and which company do you prefer? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to connect with you, and we could talk further on your thoughts about using these for tournaments. Alright, so let's talk about some flaws on this one here. Now, as you see, that's where the accurate numbers are, right here in the middle. Now, if you put a fish on there, can you actually see the right number? Especially if you're taking a picture from above. This is right here, right in front of the camera. I have it on a tripod so it's easy to see. But say you're trying to hold a fish down, especially if it's a nice big bass or a walleye, something like that. You have your hand on it, trying to take a picture the right way, you're possibly be cutting off a ½ inch, quarter inch, and that could be, it may not seem like much, a quarter inch, a ½ inch, but that little bit could be the difference between first and second place in some of these tournaments, because they have come down to those type of measurements. It's crazy. Now, this one here, I highly believe, and Sean Augie, I was talking to him about it too. We thought this could be a decent feature that they could. Right here on the top, they did add this so that way when the fishes on the board, you're able to actually see, you know, the numbers, but there's no lines. Definitely think that they should have added lines, you know, right down the middle of the numbers. So that way you can still see it accurately, because, you know, putting it like that, if you don't have any lines, it could be kind of difficult, but it's not, you know, painstakingly a game changer where, you know, because of that, not going to use them for tournaments. So aside from kayak tournaments, boat tournaments, John boats, you know, especially when they're online using TourneyX, this is the #1, you know, way of showing, you know, your catches, entering any catches, and it's all based off of the longest length or a combined length of, say, like 5 fish or more. Some people at some tournaments have a limit of 5 fish, you know, for that day, or however have you. They're all different. You know, I'll have some examples put down in the description for you. But you know, it's, you know, combination of 5 fish. So if you get 5 fish at 10 inches each, you know, 50 inches, and that's how it's based off of. Now, if you're a bank angler like myself, or you're looking to get into kayak fishing, definitely suggest getting one. Like I said, if you're from any PA, I highly suggest getting down to 5 Mountain Outfitters. Usually, you know, coming from a local tackle store or bait shop, these are almost impossible to find these days. But Brian down at 5 Mountain Outfitters has a bunch of them, and like I said, I just got them today, $29.99. Everything will be linked in the description below, the address and everything on, you know, getting there. So if you want to go down and pick one up, I highly recommend it. Believe me, you know, he only has the 26-inch ones down there, but he also has some bigger ones that are actual 5 Mountain Outfitter ones. If you're not looking for an official catch board, you can get one of those. But if you want to go online and go to the Ketch website for theirs, they have 22-inch ones. They also have, you know, even bigger than that. They have walleye ones. There's so many different. Same with the hog troughs and all those other ones. There's so many different sizes. I know the hog troughs are a little bit more bendy, I was told, and there's even some that you can fold up, you know, roll up. So if you're a bank angler and you're looking for ways of having something like this on you, you know, get something like that, even a smaller one. Personally, with my backpack, my Plano, I'll be putting this right where my rods would go and then just strapping it down. Right there, bam, holds everything in. You got that bump. So, but that's just me personally. All right, so aside from the catch board, I got a couple other things. I got some line down there at Bryce today. I actually went down with my girlfriend and her child. We went down, got some stuff. She was able to pick out some stuff for her. We got a new line for her new pole that I got her for Valentine's Day. I got some. She wanted to get a spinnerbait. She wanted to get into that. We also got some new, some Nikko Ikonago minnows and a few other things. I got some, one thing that I'm not going to share right now, but you will be seeing in a video coming up soon. It's along the lines of a 6 to 8 inch swim bait, glide bait. You make the difference, but I will be doing a video on that soon, so make sure you subscribe. After we got done at Brian's, here's a little bit of what happened from there. Alright, so got this out here. Let's see how we do. See, that's the umbrella rig I got. That's when you ship. Still moving. They don't really want to watch your back. Come behind it. They're slow moving and stuff. They don't want to really chase down baits. Oh, gotta love it when that happens. So this here is my window set up on the Yum 3-wire, no blades. I think it looks mighty pretty. This swim's really nice. water. This new reel is casting beautifully. This here's it's by Calamus. Thanks to Mr. Doug Roberts, I was able to get this bad boy for only $13. I couldn't believe it myself. Flexibility. I'm not sure you can see it in the water here, but it looks good. Swimming just like it's supposed to. Well, as you saw, came out, just taking a couple of casts. It's pretty clear down here, and no luck. I felt little ticks, but nothing crazy. Can't really get out deep here, but the good thing is, as you can see, look at this. The shoreline is nice and clear of snow, and the water is just crystal. Getting all cleaned up by the ice, so we should be able to fish pretty much all week as long as it doesn't snow. So I guess we'll see, but let's get home. So, as you saw, nice little trip out. At least we got to get out. It was nice out on the river. You know, I'm hoping to get out there the next couple of days because there's no snow on the bank, and got a hot tip on some fish that are stocked up down there on the river, and I'm hoping to get down there. So I was just happy enough to get out and make some casts today. You saw I was using the umbrella rig, the 3-wire Yum umbrella rig with the winnows, of course, and my girlfriend was just throwing her new spinnerbait on her new rod that she's just in love with, and I'm happy that she is. So before we wrap this up, if you did not see my last video, I was talking about Casting for a Cause family fishing group. What this is pretty much a group on Facebook. I'm actually in the process of creating a website for it right now. It's a community outreach group of a whole bunch of like-minded anglers, businesses, got quite a few sponsors, including these guys right here, Eternal Anglers. They're sponsoring the group, and so pretty much what we do is youth community outreach, whether it's for children, kids, young adults, teens, does not matter. We outreach to them, try to introduce them to fishing, try to introduce them to hunting, the outdoors, get them away from the tech, get them away from the negative stuff that's out there, just lingering around the streets, and putting them to work in a productive manner, showing them how to have fun, providing them with the tools and the knowledge to do so. And if you're interested in this type of work, and if you get involved, please, we're always looking for new members. It's really easy to get in. Link will be down in the description below. Get over there, request an invite, answer the questions, read the rules. We are kind of strict on that part. Remember, it's a family group, so there's no vulgarity, no profanity, and it's, you know, a mature style environment. So if that's you, I hope to see you coming over and joining the group. We are always very welcoming to new members, and we're always just looking for more people to get involved from all over the nation. So I hope to see you in the group. And that'll about wrap it up for this video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you didn't already. In the comments below, let me know if you have a bump board. Let me know if you heard of bump boards or you're planning on getting one, and which kind that you are going to be getting or that you have. Also, if you want to talk more about, you know, the pros and cons of them, I'd love to connect with you down in the comments below. I'm always looking to talk to new people, especially my viewers, always looking to get their opinions on products such as this, because that's just, you know, it's the reason why I do this stuff. Now, if you're looking for an extra way to support the channel, I recently started a Lifeoholics Fishing GoFundMe page. This isn't me looking for charity. It's not like that. It's for anybody who's looking to help support the channel in an extra way besides subscribing and following along. I'm looking to upgrade my camera system. Now, as you guys all know, as especially a lot of you guys that are close to me, or that I've done work with, or done some stuff for, I use my phone. Right now, instead of my phone, I'm actually using my little action camera, and as you see, I'm recording. But as you see, it's hard to do. The GoFundMe page I have set up is for a camera, a new DSLR, something that I'm actually able to bring some better quality videos for you guys. I want to be able to provide you guys with the best possible content that I can, and I can only do so much with the tools I have. So if you're looking to help out, if you'd like to help support to that cause, I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. Believe me, every penny helps. It really does, because this stuff, the tech, especially nowadays, it's not cheap. So again, hope you guys like this video. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.